up, 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 um. Alright, so turn that down a bit. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We'll continue along once again with the in-out lean motion. We're now onto mostly the last bit of the upper body going forward. All this there needs to go back as well, so probably about 30-ish% through. Yeah, that's actually pretty generous. Probably closer to like about 20%, given that the corner is going to be the biggest pain in the butt. But now currently adjusting the arms. So while I was messing around this a little bit before stream, I went ahead and remade and then had new deformers inherit the parameters so that we now have deformers that are more aligned with the art mesh itself. Supposedly that helps, and it does definitely help when mostly messing with the center points on either end, so hopefully that makes it easier to mess with. This current point is, and these two move forward. Do I need to bring the arm in a little bit? This bit of the arm is, will it come forward? I'm like at your side. You actually need to kind of pull the elbow back, don't you? To push the arm forward. Oh, that chair's rickety enough. I probably shouldn't do that. You bring this a little bit more forward. Changing the angle here pretty fundamentally. It's the same problem I had with the previous models. Oh jeez, why do I always get that up to the start stream? Alright, down a bunch of water. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more water later. Ideally, I'd actually like to pull this side and this side apart. What's the mesh looking like here? That's not happening. Let's see. Is there a way I can make these two lines separate a bit more? Ideally, I'd like to pull these two lines more apart from each other. Oh there, how you doing? I need more control points. We are going to give you a... Which way is this going? 2x3 this way? Nope, 3x2. Oh, these sickles aren't going away. Oh, wait. Oh, it would probably work better if I think about how these kind of in out, what was it? These kind of joints need to function in terms of how I do my lines. Right now, I have definitely made this in a way where I probably should have separated one side from the other so that I can control this a bit more. How was the mesh looking like on the side here? Okay, let's just give this a bit more curvature here. I'm gonna go ahead and... Does this side need to curve more? Yes it does. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of the line coming down here and replace it with a thicker line. Let's go. Yeah, that'll work. Find that up with the line. Okay, that should give that a bit more of ability to curve. Because I now need more busier divisions going down. Which side is this? Is this the side? It is the side. I need just to curve more. Yank this. Wait, no, I don't need more of this. I need more of this. Ideally, I'd like to punch this out a little bit more so that it is curving. If I turn this around this way, this 100% is going to need to interpolate on a curve. Because we are twisting. Let's ignore the upper arm for a moment. Actually, where's the elbow end up? Because the elbow originally starts out here. We're pulling the elbow in to push the lower arm forward as the body comes a little bit more forward. So the elbow itself, where's the lower arm? You? No, just up sleeve. We are going to pull you inwards a whole bunch then. This part largely just needs to hide behind this part. Do I need to distinctly make this move away from the camera? A little bit. Then what? Now? Ideally, I want this piece to... If I can, I'd like this line to shift all the way out to here, but I don't know if I can force it to do that the way it is pieced together. Alright, what happens if I just drag you and just pull you this way? Yikes. That's a bit of a yike. Without destroying any of the other curves, ideally. I've already messed up this section a little bit, haven't I? Let's see. To deal with that, I could go like this and then pull you out a bit more and then just hide this piece all behind it. This line needs to... Because this depicts the wrist area, we want to pull this backwards. I have... How many control points do I have here? 3. I mean, I just need to pull the line backwards, so if those 3 vertices can get the job done, then I'd like to just do a little 3 vertices. Yeah. And then that ties into here. I really would like that to be more right about there, so that this is going around the wrist. We'll yank you out to warm up the arm a bit better. I am forcing this super hard. Hello there. How are you doing? I am currently in the process of really forcing this into place. At some point, I just need to tell myself to stop doing arms that are just not straight down to the side. That makes life so much quicker and easier. Actually, can I get this line to curve around in a nicer way? I'm probably gonna mess with this more in the busiest, aren't I? Need you to curve a bit nicer. what's happening here? We have this point to this point. I can't force that in, can I, to make it look smoother? Well, first up, let's bring you out to the edge of that line. With more direct control on that part. Okay, now it's sticking out even more because the triangle is no longer being pulled back by the vertice. That's a really inconvenient spot for my control points to be surrounding. I literally can't pull that in. That's hilarious. I don't... a little redundant to increase my divisions more than that just for that one point. Alright, okay, so ideally we have this line curling over to make up line that separates the lower arm and the upper arm. I think I want to actually squash this. Wait, no. This, can I pull this part out? Just upper sleeve. Alright, what do I have in terms of control points here? Perhaps. If I can... Oh no. That is really forcing it. What if I just make it a 9x9? Does that give me a bit of... Why are these indents all very conveniently between my divisions? That is really inconvenient. Makes it a lot harder to work with. But not a lot harder to work with, just incredibly inconvenient. Okay, pull you out. Screw it. I can go ahead and shift, ideally just this little part. Oh, that's lesser Regis. Don't need this crease to be as pronounced as the arm spins away from the camera. Alright, now what the heck do I do about this part? Problem here is that the shading is connected on both pieces. Let's pull you down while pulling you up, and then what? Do I need to separate the shading here? Is that probably the better way to go about this? Not have the shading on this piece. That about what I want the elbow to be. Oh, elbow right behind there. The way I've done the coloring makes it look really weird. That's really unfortunate. Because these two bits of the shading just come apart. Alright, let's think of a solution. What is a good way to deal with that problem? Extend the blue so that it just sticks out more from the lower piece. Is that a better idea? You can just have that part of the elbow color only attached to the lower arm. I think the way I've colored it, I'm gonna have to like color the whole thing if I do it like that. How much control do I have on the part behind us? Not much. At least not on that little bit of color. It's also the fun part of like, how much is this actually going to matter if I pull this? Funnily enough, it's not super noticeable because we aren't reaching the maximum of the motion since we're moving with physics. How far in are we bring this? We're looking at the end, we're looking about 0.7, 0.8. So honestly, as long as it reaches about here-ish. In that realm where it's not so egregious that it's a huge problem. Actually, if I want to do it like that, can I pull this back in a nice way without messing up the parts here? Alright, you become a 2x3. Alright, can I yank this backwards while pulling this? Honestly, if I reach about there, honestly, it's close enough that's probably not going to cause a major issue when it comes to actually being in motion, since we're looking more about here. I mean, there's an obvious seam there. We can try and fix that in the coloring. Okay, so the shoulder is coming forward, the elbow is going back. Where's the upper arm? You need to move more like shoulder comes forward, elbow is moving back. I mean, this isn't technically all the way down to the elbow, it's like before the elbow. I need to tilt this line a bit more so that the shoulder is coming through here a bit. Better. What's my image looking like? Oh, that explains it. I need this to be able to curve just a slight bit more. I really shouldn't. This just has to lift. Actually, let's make it so that it's not being affected by anything in between. Right on the shoulder spot. I can clean up the rest, but if it gets the job done, it's fine. So we basically just want to yank this bit up just a tad more while bringing this down just a tad more. So that the shoulder is coming... Hey, this is about right? I want to go from here down to like here. Okay, that means that we want to bring this in. Is that enough of a perspective change here? Alright, then we want to grab the back piece of this and pretty much just slap this and make sure it connects on the back. Actually, let's not look at the arm for this. So basically, this just needs to curve around and hook onto the back part of this. Can I do anything about that little hook there? Was there another... I need to make a note of the meshes I need to like mess around with. I mean, I guess I could do that. Do we want this little bit to move a little bit? Ideally, this should actually get shorter, shouldn't it? Alright, this sticking out the back is the arm. This is not the arm. What the heck is this? Who's back here? Is it just this piece? It is just this piece. Sure. Alright, we'll live with that. Okay, so when it comes to the fingers here, we're twisting the hands so that the back of the palm, the knuckle, is more or less facing the camera now, which means we're looking at something along the lines of right about here. We want to twist this out a little bit. We want to make this a little bit more straight. Facing camera here, pull this out a little bit. We want to basically bring the end of the finger itself almost directly in line with the please don't move the whole thing, that would be very unhelpful. So that we have the end of the finger here, effectively, turned almost towards camera. So, ideally I'd like to flatten this out a little bit more. That's also behind something, so I don't know how much I care. Then we bring the tip around. Do I want to not look at the rest of this while I'm doing this part? Basically ends up. Oh, the palm doesn't stretch all the way out here. Where is it? Wait, it does. Oh, it's because it originally hid behind the finger there. Does that matter? It does a bit. So ideally, when I move back, the hand will twist so that it is more level with the camera, and I want this finger to be in front of that. Okay, that means that we literally just need to hide the finger as well as we can behind the yeah, just hide it. It doesn't need to be seen because the whole idea is that it is behind the finger at this point, or behind the hand at this point. And we're going to just that was a little forced, but that's kind of how it has to go with that part. Alright, so once again, bringing the finger around. Oh, geez, don't do that. It'll be more hidden behind the other finger than it is right now. Okay, force that in behind the back. And then we want to bring the tip around and just hide it in behind. We don't need to be able to see this part. I don't even have all the fingers. Really something I'm thinking about right now. That's totally the finger, isn't it? Yep, it is. Alright, just stick that behind there. How big of a problem is that? There's a little bit of shading on this piece that is causing a problem. Alright, then we are going to now need to start looking at the actual palm here. Cannot see shit. Well, that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay, I need to be able to look at it now. Alright, screw it. Whole hand. Give this a little bit of a stretch, put it into position, and then we want to pull it down, pull all of this. Nope, don't pull this down that much. Pull up a little bit. Actually, you know what, you up. Okay, then we want to stick you right into there. Give it a good old flatten out job. Get out of the way there. Roll that around. Yeah, something like that will do. Alright, you. You just need to get in underneath there. Honestly, I don't know if it would be visible. Give the tips of the fingers a little bit of a fix-up job afterwards for now. We'll just go ahead and... let's bring this in a little bit more. Alright, we'll just kind of bring that out a little bit roughly, but it'll get the job done. We just need these lines to mostly connect. Then, jam this into the bottom here. Then we're just gonna shove this in the back here. You know what, let's fix this. How bad is this? Oh, that's not actually that bad. Where's this sitting right now? Underneath. Where is you? Probably shouldn't have lined this all the way down, should I? It looks a little weird now that the hand is turning at a different angle. For the most part. Just need us to come down to here, and we want to turn... Probably reveal this connection here a little bit. Oh, it looks super weird now. It looks like not completely insane. when the hand is more turned, but it looks absolutely insane when the hand is more or less flat down. What do we do? Remove part of this line and just let the color flow. That's probably the best idea. Bring that line down to about here where the knuckle starts. Alright, either way. Where's the back piece here? You. I need to look at... Where is the upper part of this? Where's the upper part of this? Oh, the hands are such a pain in the butt to look past. Okay, so basically we just need this to jam into the back here. Honestly, this is so tight that there's actually not that much leeway to see this going around the arm, but... something along the lines of that. What is happening here? Just slam that in there. And just bring this out so that this is going around here. I can live with that. Alright. Alright, does that look like complete insanity? It looks like complete insanity, a little bit. This line moves way too much, alright, maybe just not do that. Probably a better idea. Just keep that line all the way across here. And then can we just bring... Who are you in? That... Probably best I can do that without making it look super weird. Alright, what does it look like when I pull it forward? Let's just need to pull out more. Right here. Right between two control points. Glorious. Why is it always right between two control points? Is that about as close to not completely insane I can get it? I really need to increase the divisions here. Really missing that curve. Alright, what we're gonna do with the other arm. Okay, so first up is the... where's the other arm? We want to keep this hand at the same orientation the whole way forwards, so what we're actually going to do is grab 1, 2, 3, lower arm. Oh, I should probably realign these a little bit. That, what part is this? This is upper arm. Basically, I want to keep this at the same orientation, so we're just gonna go ahead and shift the whole hand down a little bit, and then we're just gonna go mwah. We're just gonna push this arm forward to match that. Maybe I'll bring this elbow area in just a tad. Let's see. How do I want to pull this forward? Alright, where's our from? Um. Hmm. I'm not changing the perspective here too much. Honestly, I can just kind of grab this, jump into place, and just pull this forward. Honestly, not that far off. Do I need to change this all that much? Not really, right? Pull this back a little bit. And we want to pull the actual sleeve portion out and around. Hmm. Alright. This. Honestly, we don't need these points causing issues. Let's just get rid of them. Bup, 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 Let's just give this more points to work off. And then we want to grab you. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out a little bit more on this part. And we'll pull this in a little bit on this part. Pad. Ba 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 bum. Hello, how you doing? I need to put it out a bit more. Okay, just leave it. I don't just want to let that fold out. Let's just give that a little bit of a wiggle. And then give that a little bit of wiggle. Pull that around. I want to pull the elbow in a bit. Pull the elbow in a bit. Hum. Bum. I need to bring that forward at all. Problem if I just do it like this, super lazy, forward lean. Duplicate. Then we change this from Z output to Z in output and change you from bag swing to bag swing in. That should give the bag a little bit of a wiggle as it pulls in. Oh yeah, I haven't missed the legs yet. I'm pulling it in too far. I'd be in a little bit too far as it leans forward. I can live with that for now. Alright. Was there anything else I need to move around a little? Oh, right. Where is that part? Bag lean in, bag off lean, duplicate that. In. Change that to the in output and change that to the in lean, and that should make the cloth wiggle a bit as well. Realistically, we're about overall getting close to 50%, depending on how complex they end up making the rest of the body. You know, that's a bit generous. Because need the corners for the in-out motion on the edge here, basically need to lean to the side and forward a little bit in a diagonal motion. That's usually pretty complex. Is it better if I tell all of this to be a round motion? Does that help? Where's the spot? At the very least, it's very likely the whole of next week is still going to be this. It's pretty much all on the body lead and the body turn at this point. Probably a good 40% of it is like body lean, body turn. There's some accompanying physics along with the leg motion that I might half-ass, honestly, because no one's going to see it. Okay, so leaning in. Okay, then now we need to lean out. How do we want to do the lean out here? First thing is we want to go over to the cloth part, and we're just going to turn you off for a moment. Grab the top portion of here. I say all the time, if there's ever any wonder why I don't work on VTuber models very often, it's because it takes a bloody long time. Especially why we end up only doing it on stream. I mean, I've been messing around this a bit more off stream, but we're running on like not my own stuff, and it's just doing the weekly thing. A VTuber model would likely take like 2 months from start to finish. Or probably closer to 3 months. I'll only do it 2 hours a day for the 5 days of that stream. Okay, so actually wait. Hold on, let me just check something. Do we have X, I? Let me just check which way N is. Face rotation, brow, body, X, body, Y, body, Z. Face angle, Z. The heck is face? Oh, face angle. Oh, this is the sideways rotation. I need a new parameter. Yeah, I need a new parameter. Let's go. Face position. Output. I haven't made the parameter yet, have I? Let me just put it into something random. So what's the empty parameter? Empty parameter here. Okay, let's. So if I go, negative is inwards and positive is outwards. Okay. Alright, what do I want to do here? We want to pull this backwards. Alright, we're leading backwards. We want to pull you. Alright, well then, let's just rearrange these so that it's sitting more on the edge here. Okay, we need those to really curve, so ideally what do I have here? 5. Increase that. Bup, bup, bum. That's probably pulling it back way too. We'll just go ahead and stretch this out a bit. Okay, that's probably not enough. Um, 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 there's a back piece here, so honestly it doesn't matter too much what this is doing, does it? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Not that piece. Oh, where's the top part? Alright, wanna lean this. Probably want to pull this in just a yad here, don't we? Honestly, only look at the front bit. These back pieces aren't doing anything because they're never visible. Bup, bup. That look completely insane. The body slightly turns. That's actually further back than the other side. Okay, we'll live with that for a moment. Then I need to be able to see the out. Alrighty. That's a thick ass bitch. Oh, what do I want to do here? What are we dealing with here? Why is that like that? Um, ha, hum. Pull this up a little bit. Hum. Maybe we don't reach that level of the curve here. Maybe bring this. Actually, wait, no. What matters is about that is about where the max of the motion is actually going to reach, which is actually about right. How convenient. Hum. Haha. Actually, no, this has to still pull downwards, just. Because we need to pull the crutch so that we're leaning a little bit. Oh, I mean, it's mostly just this. Sure. Okay. Then. How far back are we actually bringing this? Because this front part still has to wrap around the. hum. I have not made this in a way which really allows for this mission. What do we do about this? Let me sit down. Okay, so I don't have a backside to the opening of the shorts at the bottom. I have a compromise for this, although I just need to make a new part. I'll see if I need to mess with these parts and the actual PSD. I might as well just mess with the upper body first and then deal with the art missions over the weekend. It's just flattened out. Yeah, these edges really need to be changed up a bit. What I need is for this to flatten out. Hmm. Just lift more. A bit. It's probably better if I just clean up the dishes and then deal with that. Alright, what are we dealing with up here then? I should pull in a bit more, shouldn't it? Hmm. Where is you? I want this part to move. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I totally could have been a piece. What do I do about this crease? Ah. Oh, there's not enough control points here, is there? Bum. We want to... Can I force that up? A little bit. Um. Alright, that should give me a little bit more leeway to just flick this part upwards if I need to. It does not give me any more leeway. Oh, the control point's in a really awkward spot, it's like right. Can I not just like push this up? I don't really have a way to push that down. Hmm. Whoa, don't do that. Oh, you and... Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Let's see more of this or less of this. Let's just grab the waist area and just... We are going this way now, we're going backwards. Pop, pop, Have they poured in more? This will be leaning against the body, so the what's the shadow? About shadow. Shadow should actually not be all that visible. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, underneath. Hmm. 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 Where's the back piece of this? You, and behind here. Oh. Move a little away from camera. Um. Oh yeah, just a thought. We'll bring it down a little bit, but shouldn't be by all that much, should it? This bit's still hanging. Then we want to say when this occurs that this occurs. Just pull in a bit more. Hum. Alright, where's the back piece here? I have control over that part? Where's that part? Doesn't look right. Need more control points here. I feel like that's for the story of the whole session. I need more control points. Alright, what does that look like in practice? Alright, we'll leave this here for now. That's time I have for today. Okay, so there's a bunch of missions I need to fix up, namely the ones that go around to the back. Need a lot of touching up, mainly so that the back piece is the one handling the side edge. So basically the front will come up to this line here, and then it'll come up to at most here, or maybe I just get rid of completely, have the back handle the edge entirely. That's actually usually easier to handle. But a lot of those have to change, even though honestly the one I was fussing over before, you can't see it. The same as usual, you can't see it. I don't know why I'm fussing over it so much. But either way, this is going to continue because the in and out lean along with the corners takes absolutely forever, because you have to make sure all the perspective works as you're going between here and, well, here. Definitely some parts that look a little bit weird right now, but that's also because it's doesn't have the corner motion. But either way, thank you very much for watching today's session of Live 3D rigging. If you want to see more of this, remember to be subscribed or follow, depending on where you're watching from. Give a like because it helps me out, and I'll see you again next time.